The legend of Bloody Mary. This legend was quite scary. A ghost with a grudge, a murderer, and a queen. You may ask, how did the legend get started? Why is it still relevant today? Picture a group of Victorian England ladies sitting in a parlor. One begins to speak and tells a story. A dark room, a mirror, candlelight. Do you want to see the face of your future husband? Do you want your future foretold? Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Ah! Now that I have your attention, just who was Bloody Mary? Well, Bloody Mary went by the name of Mary Tudor. She was the daughter of King Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon. Now, the problem was King Henry VIII did not want Mary Tudor to be heir to the throne. He wanted a male heir. So much so that he went to the Catholic Church and demanded a divorce. He said that Catherine of Aragon had been married before, and thus his marriage to her is not legitimate. But Catherine of Aragon said, yes, I was married before, but the marriage was not consummated, and therefore it didn't count, and thus my marriage to King Henry VIII is legitimate. And to King Henry VIII's dismay, the Catholic Church agreed with Catherine, and the marriage remained. So King Henry VIII began to have a real grudge against the Catholic Church. He started to get interest in the new Protestant movement. And using the Protestant, he married Anne Boleyn and did not tell Catherine that he was going to do so. But once he was married and Anne Boleyn requested the royal jewelry be sent, Catherine of Aragon refused and said that she was the wife of King Henry VIII and that they were still married. So King Henry VIII decided that he was not going to allow Catherine to be able to spend time with her daughter Mary. So Mary was kept separate from her mother. And this made her very bitter. And she grew very vengeful because she was so lonely. And she wanted revenge for her mother. Revenge against the Protestant Church. So, when Mary actually became the first queen of her own right in England, she was responsible for the murder of 300 Protestants. She had them burned at the stake. 300 souls lost, burned. But as fate would have it, karma intervened, and what Mary really wanted most in the world was a child. And when she got pregnant, she was very excited. Her belly got big, she was awaiting a child, and it turned out that it was a false pregnancy. There was no child, and her belly flattened out again. And this happened twice, where she thought she was pregnant just to find out that she wasn't. So another legend of Bloody Mary is how desperate she is for a child. She wants to steal your baby. She wants your baby. So be aware. Stay away from mirrors, especially if you're married, especially if you have a child, because Mary may be coming for you.